Sister Meeple here, bringing you my Kickstarter pick of the week, where I analyze my favorite game currently up on Kickstarter that ends in the next 7 days. My pick this week is A Thief's Fortune by Artipia Games. Now I have a whole shelf full of Arabian Nights and desert-themed games, so why am I looking at this one? 2 words: parallel timelines. The publisher for A Thief's Fortune is Artipia Games. You may know them from Among the Stars, Fields of Green, Kitchen Rush, and a bunch of other games. Their mission is to deliver innovative board games rich in theme and mechanics. A Thief's Fortune is a great example of such a game. The designers are Konstantinos Kokkinis and Sotirios Tsantilas. I hope I'm pronouncing those right. They've worked together before on New Dawn and Project Elite, 2 very successful projects. A Thief's Fortune was launched earlier this year and was unsuccessful, but they went through and made a bunch of changes to it and relaunched it on August 23rd. It funded in less than 3 hours, and it ends in just a couple of days on Thursday, September 20th. Here's a Kick-Track chart showing the funding progress of A Thief's Fortune from the beginning. Like most Kickstarters, it has a jump in the beginning, and according to Kick-Track, it's trending toward $53,000, although Kick-Track emphasizes that that's not a prediction. The game plays in 45 to 90 minutes. It's recommended for ages 12 and up. It supports 1 to 4 players, so there is a solo mode. And some of the primary mechanisms include drafting and combos, where you use different cards in combination to achieve a more powerful result. One special mechanism unique to this game is parallel timelines. The main premise of this game is that a Robin Hood type of thief got his hands upon a magical hourglass and was able to see multiple different futures. Each player in this game is acting out one of those different futures. They are making the choices for this thief. With whom will he interact? What locations will he enter? What events will take place? In order to do this, players draft different cards, events, places, people, and they place them in their future. When the resources on those cards are removed, they are moved to the present, and then when they are pushed out, they are moved to the past, and that is where they are scored. This is the reason I'm excited about this game. You get to manipulate time. You get to bend it to your will. For a more detailed look at the gameplay, check out some of the gameplay videos, but I tell you, it looks super fun. The components include 196 cards, which include the ones you see here, as well as deck and player aid cards and solo achievement cards. There is also a game board, which is one of the more significant changes from the last Kickstarter to this one. In the old Kickstarter, they had this scoring board, which looks nice, but it doesn't have the visual impact of the game board, and I think that's why they made that change. The new game board is ornate. It has a scoring track around the outside, and on the inside is a lively scene of what might be going on in the palace. There are places for the card decks, places for the round marker, and places for the different tokens, the gems, hourglasses, lamps, danger tokens, and swords. However, once you put the cards and the tokens on the board, the visual impact is greatly reduced. I'm going to go out to my local dollar store and pick up some small glass cups and use those for the tokens, and I think that might clean up the look a little bit. Other components include 6 wooden markers, including the first player wooden marker, 168 various tokens, and 8 separator boards. These are the boards you use to separate the locations, people, and events in the present part of your timeline. You also keep track of your danger level on these boards. Add-ons available include card sleeves, cardboard pouches for your tokens, and a resin palace miniature. The stretch goals include 33 cards so far, but almost unlocked is a mini expansion Common Danger board. There aren't many Kickstarter exclusives in this game, but the cardboard pouches and resin palace probably won't show up in retail. Shipping is only $3 to Greece. For most of the rest of the world, it's $10 to $12, but there are some countries for which it is considerably more expensive, so be sure to look at that when you pledge. Artipia Games plans to bring this game to Spiel 2018, which starts on October 25th. That's in just over a month. That is pretty ambitious. The rest of the games that they're going to mail out, they say will be there by December. I think they're a little bit crazy to promise that. However, they must have some plan in place. I'm going to predict they meet those deadlines, because if they don't, it is going to cost them a lot of money to mail the game to people who are at Spiel if they don't make that deadline. So I think they're going to make it and have that game ready by October for the Spiel and by December for everyone else. Sister Meeple says, I'm backing it. The components are fine, but what I love about this game is how you can manipulate time and make these great combos with your cards, and I can't wait to experiment with it, and I can't experiment with it if I don't have it, so I'm backing it. If you're interested in it as well, please take a closer look at it before it ends on Kickstarter in a couple of days.